Hey, this is Andy from Times with Andy. It's 12:15 a.m. I'm sleeping, but I'm excited to talk about the Wilson ProStaff97 V14. I know I said last week that I was going to do a review on this, and maybe it was 2 weeks ago actually, but life has gotten in the way. Been busy playing tennis, doing life, but I really just wanted to talk to you today about my other favorite racket in the Wilson lineup, the Wilson ProStaff. And I know I mentioned today earlier that I really love the shift that is my favorite racket in the lineup. The ProStaff is also really good. So let's talk a little bit about specs. Let me see if I could read off the specs here somewhere. Maybe. Okay, here it goes. All right, so 315 grams static weight. It's a 16 by 19. Balance, it's 10 points headlight, so balance of 31 centimeters. 97 square inches, and overall, it's a very soft feeling frame. And I mean, let's not even talk about the specs. Let's just talk about how gorgeous this racket is. Like this beautiful, like copper bronze-ish color, and I put Luxlon 4G Desert Bronze in it. I mean, this is a real looker of a racket. I absolutely love the looks. Just mesmerized. But anyhow, in terms of the game, it's a really honest racket. It's really honest in terms of if you have crappy strokes, you're going to hit some crappy shots. And if you have good strokes, you're going to hit good shots with it. It doesn't give you free topspin, but if you use your legs, do the right motion, you're going to get the top. Control is there. The ball goes where you want it to go. And the plow through is there as well too. And that, like, I feel with some rackets, they lean towards either just power or spin. This one, I feel like the ball is gonna push forge ahead. And if you want it to be a heavy shot, you just have to apply spin as you're doing your normal swing. So the plow through is definitely there. I didn't feel any. I mean, obviously, this is not as stable as the RF97, but really, do you need all that stability? I think this is stable enough, and more stable than most of the modern frames. So let's go through this stroke by stroke. First serve. I loved it on first serve. I've been serving well the last maybe 2-3 weeks, regardless of the racket, and I'm being honest with everyone. Like, my serve has been pretty good. But first serves, especially on this racket, that added like plow through, you could really tell with this. So I was able to hit my spots with accuracy, and also get some good mileage on this first serve. Second serve, it was good. I wouldn't say it was great because I normally do a kick on the second serve. So the main thing with this is to remember to keep my swing speed up. I think you're going to hear me repeat that theme, keep the swing speed up. But keeping the swing speed up on the second serve, you're going to get the ball to kick in. So it wasn't kicking up super high, but it was coming in with pace as well. So it's kind of like the blade second serve, where it feels more like a slower first serve, except it had more kick than the blade. So that was first and second serve. Forehand was very good. Again, this is one where it lets you play the game you want to play. So if you want to hit the heavy spin, just brush up. I mean, you could hit some pretty heavy spin on this one. If you want to hit the flat, low percentage shots that I like to do sometimes, it was there with the forehand. So definitely like this one on the forehand. Backhand, let's do let's talk about the three backhands. So slice backhand was butter. Like the slice was low, like it really cut very well. One-handed topspin, I felt that it could be good if I actually knew how to hit a proper one-handed topspin backhand. And that comes back to the fact that this racket really is a mirror, and it's a reflection of how good your technique is. And some people like that, some people don't. But I know that with my one-hander, like I really need to focus when I'm using this racket to really, because the racket just kind of wants to plow through the ball. But with mine, I need to really be intentional about taking a full swing and adding topspin. So again, it's fine on the one-hander, but it's definitely not forgiven. Two-hander, on the other hand, I found that it was very easy to use, especially on the returns. And like you could kind of just take a short take back, which I have, and use the mass and the plow of the racket to guide the ball where you want it to go. So I was getting very good directional control on the two-hander with this. Now, volleys were, again, very good. The stability of the ProStaff helped with that. I found I was getting good touch. Overheads, obviously, those are fine. Same with serves. And I guess overall, it lets you play the game you want to play. So, like, I think of this as a perfect racket for like an Anjou board type, where she has so much variety, and you can basically hit any shot with this racket. Some shots will be hard to hit, and you have to kind of generate your own action, but it's there, and it's there for the taking. So I like it. I really do. I think for me, this is one that it's sort of like the default racket, like where you can just go out there and play some tennis, and you don't have to think about what is this racket doing or not doing, because you know that it's sort of like a blank slate, and it gives you what you put into it. So I really like this one. Solid. I absolutely love the color. This desert bronze. We'll see you hit it. I think it may go well with like a white backpack with like bronze accents. All right. Hope you enjoy this. Is this worth the upgrade from the V13? I think definitely so. If you prefer that softer feel, which I do, and the V13 I felt was a little bit harsh and stiff. So I like the softer feel. The swing weight on this with my Luxlon 4G 16L was at 323, as measured by my graffiti. But I added a little bit of weight at the tip to bump it up to 325. So overall, lovely frame, and one that would stay in my bag. This is Andy from Tennis with Andy. Play smart and see results.